All right, so what is up, everybody? So today I thought, this video is going to be a little bit different from what I normally put out. Kind of messing around with doing or working with a concept, doing like a question and answer type of format video once a week. I'm going to keep doing my living in San Diego informational pieces and community vlogs, neighborhood vlogs, San Diego vlogs. But I thought what I'd do is getting a ton of questions. Getting questions on email, text, phone calls, getting direct messages on Instagram, questions in the comments here on YouTube. I love getting the questions and I answer them. I try to answer every single one of them. If I know the answer, if I don't know the answer, I'll find out for you. The problem is a lot of the answers no one's ever gonna see except for the person who asks the question. I know from experience that when you have one person asking a question, there's probably a lot of other people out there who have the very same question. I'd love to get that information out there. So I thought what I'd do is I'd start, like for this video, I'm gonna compile, I think I have 5 or 6 questions for you, just different questions that I've received, and I just want to get the answer out to everybody. Anyway, that's kind of the idea. And going forward, I thought maybe, let's see how this video does. If you have any comments or ideas on how to structure the video, how to put it out, definitely love to hear your opinion. Drop it in the comments. Or you can send me a direct message and let me know what you think. So maybe even do this like in a live YouTube format, possibly. I don't know. Don't forget, if you find the content that I'm delivering to you useful and you want to learn everything about living in San Diego, like where to eat, work, sleep, live, play, then go ahead and click subscribe and tap that little bell. That way you're notified every single time I upload a new video. All right, so that being said, let's hop right in. Question number 1. Is San Diego safe? The simple answer here is going to be yes. San Diego is a very, very safe county, city. Overall, it's very safe. So if you go online, let's say, and you compare crime statistics, I do this all the time when I'm doing city comparisons, neighborhoods in San Diego against each other, San Diego versus, let's say, LA or Orange County, San Francisco, comparing to major cities. San Diego's crime rate is amongst the lowest. In fact, as far as major cities go, San Diego is on the low end as far as the country is concerned. So it's overall, it's a very safe city. That being said, like anywhere else you go, you need to use common sense. So don't put yourself in places or situations where you can increase the likelihood of running into some sort of crime situation. All right, so question number 2 was, I'm 30 plus. I had an exact age there, but I know people get a little bit age sensitive. So we'll say 30 plus. I have a dog, like to go for walks, looking for a beach type of setup. Should I consider Pacific Beach, Mission Beach, or La Jolla? So this is a super common question. Definitely, I like all those communities, but they're very different communities, especially if you compare La Jolla against Pacific Beach and Mission Beach. Very, very different. So I think Pacific Beach is going to be, and Mission Beach is going to be probably when people picture like a beach and coastal lifestyle, boardwalk, sandy beaches, a lot of walkability, spending the day in flip-flops, shorts, tank tops, whatever it might be. Whatever that picture is in your head of like a coastal beach lifestyle, it's probably going to be something closer to Pacific Beach or Ocean Beach, sorry, getting ahead of myself. I would include Ocean Beach in that. If you're considering Pacific Beach or Mission Beach, probably consider Ocean Beach too, because it's pretty similar. So a little bit different neighborhood, but similar kind of vibe. But La Jolla is very different. So La Jolla is nice too, but it's going to be, for the most, a lot of La Jolla is on a hill. So you're not necessarily going to have as much flat land, and if you walk anywhere, bike different places, a lot of times you might be going up steep hills, coming down steep hills. Also, a lot of the beaches in La Jolla are like rocky beaches, or they're off a cliff, little bit more difficult to access. So if you go to La Jolla Shores, that's a big sandy beach, very popular, but a lot of the coastline in La Jolla is going to be a little more difficult to access. So it's a little more proper, but it's nice as well. But I think if you have in your mind a beach coastal lifestyle, cruising around with your dog and your flip-flops, probably Pacific Beach or Mission Beach or Ocean Beach is probably going to be a better fit. All right, so question number 3 is going to be moving to San Diego in August. So that's coming up, so hopefully you're working on that move. looks like you have 3 dogs. They're all over 50 pounds and you're interested in homes and townhomes. Awesome. So San Diego is extremely dog friendly for the most part, pretty much in all parts of San Diego. I will say that since you have bigger dogs, all over 50 pounds, I know a lot of people, when they say you have 50-pound dogs, it means their dogs are probably really 75 or 85 pounds. Not saying that's 100% the case, but you've got big dogs. So I would say focus on looking for a true detached home. So I think a townhome could work, but there's 2 problems I kind of see that you might run into. One is the yard space for 3 big dogs may not be sufficient. And 2, when you get into townhomes, you start to run into more strict, in some cases, or a lot of cases, more strict rules as far as pets go. So especially when you're talking dogs. So I think you could run into maybe breed restrictions, which usually has to do with insurance for the HOA or the condo or townhome projects. But you could also run into limitations on the number of dogs. 2 is a cap, a pretty common cap. So some of them might not allow 3 dogs. And then the third problem that you could run into is weight restrictions. So there are some condos out there where they don't allow dogs over 25 or 30 pounds, let's say. So you'd have a problem there, but not going to be the case with all of them. But I think you'll have an easier time with a detached home. So that's my 2 cents. All right, so question number 4 is a good one. So, and it kind of ties back to the first question, is San Diego safe? But is Little Italy safe for me and my family? I'm moving there. Yes. So once again, simple answer is Little Italy is very safe. So technically you're part of downtown San Diego, but Little Italy is going to be one of the least city-like parts in the entire city or downtown San Diego scene. It's up to the north and it's right along basically the harbor area, but it's super clean, super walkable, tons of restaurants, lots of shops, but it's the entire city, downtown San Diego, for the most part. There's certain parts that are dirtier than others, right, and not safe, but Little Italy is probably one of, if not the best part. So definitely a very safe area. Crime statistics are going to be lower than the rest of downtown San Diego, but overall it's a nice lifestyle. So especially if you're bringing your family to town, it's a good place to land for sure. So yep, you're also going to have quick access, Little Italy, to the harbor, the Baywalk. It's right there. I think you're really going to like it down here. But overall, to answer your question, it's a very safe area. Question 5 actually ties back to a video I did about a month and a half ago. I kind of just vlogged my experience using a product by Astroom, and what I did is I set up a 3D virtual tour of the property. So specifically the question was, does the rotor fit on any tripod? And the quick answer is yes. So I have a couple of different tripods that I use for video. And the tripod that I used on that particular demo was actually probably one of my cheapest tripods, so it wasn't a good one. It wasn't a very tall one, but it got the job done. So, and since then, I've done 3D tours with my nicer tripods. In fact, I have one specifically for video, which works out really well. So, a little more height to it. It definitely helps the videos. But other than that, I mean, as long as it's stable, I don't think it makes a difference. So that rotor fits on any type of tripod. So yeah, it's and I'm pretty impressed with that product so far. Still using it, but to answer your question, any tripod. Okay, question 5. So, and I could make an entire video, multiple videos on this topic, but what's a good neighborhood for families looking for good schools and walkability? So, a lot of popular neighborhoods in San Diego. That's one of the primary reasons that San Diego is popular. I mean, there's going to be North County neighborhoods that are amazing for schools, and safe and families, but you're also going to have East County areas that are great. You're going to have areas closer to the 52 that are great, some of the best schools in the county. South County has some great neighborhoods. So depending on your lifestyle, where you want to live, maybe where you're commuting to, where you're working at, where you want to be close to, what you want to walk to, maybe is it shops, is it your gym? Is it school that needs to be close? Just depends where you need to be. So once you nail down that location, the next thing I'd be looking at is going to be affordability. So affordability, there's a range in most of those neighborhoods. If you really want to be in a certain neighborhood, try not to let price deter you too much, because the high end and the low end in a lot of these neighborhoods can be drastically different. And unfortunately, I think just the way the media and the news is, you're going to hear about the most expensive side most of the time. But they're all layers and all aspects to the price range are going to be in a lot of these neighborhoods. So if you have specific questions, let me know, because I can definitely help. I've helped a lot of people out with that, and I can help you. But just to name a few offhand that are very popular. So Carmel Valley, Rancho Penasquitas they're gonna fit your criteria, I think, depending on price point you're looking at. But those are some of the best schools. A lot of the Carlsbad neighborhoods in North County San Diego are going to be, sounds like they would be a good fit for you. But if you want to be closer to like Metro San Diego, maybe consider like La Mesa and San Carlos. Maybe Rancho San Diego would work for you. Otay in South San Diego could be a possibility for you. There's a lot of areas. Maybe Claremont if you want to be closer to like the beach. Maybe a little more coastal without paying those huge coastal and beach prices. That could be a possibility. So La Jolla, price point's going to be a little higher in La Jolla, but that's a nice neighborhood. Very safe, very great place to raise a family. But a lot of different places. So if you need more specific advice on that, reach out to me. So I know my way around San Diego, and I can definitely get you set up in the right direction for that. So pretty familiar with most of the neighbors and communities at this point. All right, and the last question here is going to be, and I love this question because it has to do with my favorite food. What Mexican, or where's my favorite place to go to grab a taco or a burrito? So this is an easy one. Right now, and this can change. This has changed over the years because there's a lot of good Mexican food in San Diego. Right now, breakfast burrito recommendation and California burritos, I'm going to the same place. It's going to be Santana's. Santana's there used to just be a few of them, a couple locations in San Diego. Then it blew up, and I don't know what happened. I don't know the backstory, but they got big for a while, and then it turned into MXN, and you saw locations everywhere, and then it must have imploded or something happened because they all disappeared. So it's back to just a handful of Santana's locations in San Diego. So the ones that I go to, there's one as you go into Pacific Beach off of the Garnet entrance, but the one that I go to the most is going to be kind of in that off Marina and that Bay Park area. So it's just so easy to get to and out, but that's where I'm usually going. But there's a couple different locations. That's going to be breakfast burritos and California burritos. Recommendation for tacos right now, I'm going to, I've been getting them Postmates, which has been really convenient. It costs almost nothing to get your tacos delivered to your door. But getting it from Adalberto's off of, I think they're off 28th or 30th, but amazing tacos. And then if you're in downtown and looking, not for like a full-on dining sit-down experience, but more of like somewhere to sit down and just with good food, I'd recommend Lolita's, which is right near the ballpark. I go there, and then I also like Valentine's, which used to be in East Village, next to the Naughty Barrel, which is my favorite gastropub. They actually moved, so they lost that space to Naughty Barrel, but they relocated to 6th Avenue. So they're up a little bit closer, almost to that like core downtown San Diego area. But Valentine's, so good stuff, good Mexican food. So boom, hopefully that answers your questions on Mexican food. All right guys, so let me know how that went. So it's my first crack at a question and answer format. We could do this live. I just don't know if there would be enough people that are interested to log on and check it out. But let me know in the comments. Send me any questions. I mean, I don't care. Anything about San Diego. I've been here for so long. Like, I know my way in and out, especially being in the real estate business. I mean, I know the neighborhoods, I know the schools, I know a lot about San Diego in general. You can text me questions, drop questions in the comments for YouTube, direct messages on Instagram. I don't care. However you want to send me your questions, do it, and I'll answer them. So like I said, I'm thinking about doing this maybe like on a Friday, put this video out. And if it's popular, I maybe even do like a live session. So, but anyway, any questions you might have, thinking about anything on your mind, just hit me up, let me know. If I have the answer, I'll definitely let you know. So anyway, thanks for checking out this video, and I will see you on the next one.